The Federal Aviation Administration, the FAA, is preparing to cut 10% of flights at 40 U.S. airports beginning tomorrow as I get on my plane, as staff shortages and flight delays continue to impact travelers amid the government shutdown. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy recognized in his announcement yesterday that this will cause frustration, as the reductions will probably increase flight delays, which are already bad, and increase cancellations. But he said in the end that this is a quote, our sole role is to make sure that we keep the airspace as safe as possible, end quote. I do agree with that. So joining me now to discuss this, Congressman Bob Onder, who serves on several House committees, including the Transportation Infrastructure Committee. He represents the 3rd Congressional District of Missouri. Congressman, welcome back to Washington Watch. Thanks for joining us.
Great to be with you, Tony.
All right, what can you tell us about the FAA's announcement? What are we going to see here in the next few days?
Well, yeah, that's right. I mean, safety is paramount for the FAA. I also serve on the Aviation Subcommittee of the Transportation Committee. I'm actually a private pilot myself. And safety has to be foremost. And Sean Duffy has been warning for weeks now that he does not want to see his air traffic controllers having to work night jobs driving Uber or Lyft in order to make ends meet. But more and more, the ATC employees are suffering. And one union official said that there's unprecedented resignations among his ranks. And we know that now Delta, Southwest, and United are already announcing flight cancellations because of this reduction in air traffic. Look, we need the Democrats to do the right thing and to come back to the table, reopen the government so we can get all of our federal workers paid, but especially those who have jobs relating to public safety like ATC.
Congressman, I know it's very early and the investigation has just started, but you are on the subcommittee on transportation air safety. A crash yesterday, it was a UPS jet there in Kentucky. Any information there that could have been related to any of the issues that we've been talking about?
Yeah, all indications so far, and Secretary Duffy said as much last evening, are that it was a mechanical failure, that it wasn't related to any to ATC staffing or anything of that nature. It looks like the wing, or rather one of the engines, caught fire on takeoff, and then there was a tragic crash. But as best we can tell, that's not related to ATC understaffing.
So in addition to the commercial travelers that are going to be affected by the reductions that were announced yesterday, this is also going to affect, if I understand, cargo operations. I mean, will this have kind of a cascading effect? I mean, when people are, a lot of material being flown by plane as well as obviously by truck transported across the country. But, I mean, what might we see in the upcoming holiday season?
Well, that's right, Tony. Commercial aviation has a huge impact on our economy, not only business travel, leisure travel, but also moving cargo. UPS, FedEx, and others move a vast amount of cargo. I mean, how do we think that Amazon or Walmart gets stuff to our homes overnight when we place an order? This could have an enormous impact on our economy, the holiday season, holiday travel, but also many businesses, they speak of the day after Thanksgiving as being Black Friday, because many retail businesses, it's the first day of the year where they make a profit. Yes, there's supply chain interruption, whether it be by boat or truck or airplane, that has huge economic consequences.
Congressman, I've been watching this closely because prior to this administration coming in, we already saw our infrastructure from a standpoint of commercial aviation being strained.
Yes.
We had that horrific crash in D.C., actually, the plane coming out of your home state, where it collided with a military aircraft. Is this making the situation even worse? I mean, are there things you're concerned about as you look at the system?
Well, yes. I mean, the air traffic controllers are absolutely key to the safety of our commercial and our general aviation systems. And the DCA crash was just a number of mistakes made. Understaffing, which was the case the night of that crash, is a potentially tragic situation. This summer, though, in the One Big Beautiful Bill, we did pass an extra $12.5 billion in infrastructure for air traffic control systems, something that is badly needed. I believe Sean Duffy estimates we're going to need about 50 or 60 billion total. So that was just a down payment. But personnel are first and foremost the most important. And that's why we need to get the air traffic controllers paid, back to work, or else it's only going to get worse.
Congressman Onder, let me thank you for joining us. Thanks for coming on the program. Good to see you.
Thank you, Tony.